Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more.
Oh, what you say?
Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more.
Oh, woman, don't you treat me so mean. You're the meanest old woman that I've ever seen. I guess if you say so, I have to pack my things and go.
That's right, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more.
Oh, what you say?
Hit the road.
No, the dogs aren't fighting. That's just my dad and brothers eating dinner.
You know, you could set a better example for your sons.
How?
Could someone please pass the salt? Who did this?
I saw them do it.
Hey, no one likes a rat.
Now, that's not true. Cops, teachers, and mothers do. And I wish you would quit pretending to bond with the children. I don't want them to get too attached to you so they don't bond with their new, improved daddy that I yearn so desperately for. Oh, he's gonna be a wonderful man. Kind, rich, giving, handsome. He's gonna get me a ranch with a picket fence and horses, servants, and huge closets and racks of shoes. Oh, God, for a man like that, I'd do anything.
Could you pass the ketchup?
You got arms, get it yourself.
Hey, Mom, am I gonna have my own horse on that ranch?
No.
Am I even on the ranch?
No.
Will I know where it is?
Certainly not for me.
I wouldn't worry too much about it. Who's she gonna meet if when she was young and good looking, the best she could do was me?
I cannot believe you would take food out of your own children's mouths.
She's anorexic. She already ate her lima bean.
Hold on. Daddy, I will not have you spreading ugly rumors about me being anorexic. Anorexics don't eat. Besides, if I was gonna be anything, I'd be bulimic. At least that's hip. But if I did need to lose weight, I'd just go on the grandma diet. Just be unconscious during meals.
You can never be too high or too thin.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm helping Amber with her test. A blue plus at the bottom means your guidance counselor didn't really have a vasectomy.
By the way, why do you drop your alimony check off every week at dinner time?
Coincidence?
Ryan, it's your night.
Sure, Mom.
What the hell are you doing?
The dishes.
You're a man. Men don't do dishes. This is how a man cleans a plate. Well,
Got it, Dad.
oh, you're not reading me. Now, here, put those things down. Come here. Now, tell me what else is going on around here.
I'm doing a little laundry.
But you're throwing the colors in with the whites.
No, I'm sorting.
Oh, jeez.
It's the only way to keep the whites really bright. Of course, I also like to add a little fabric softener. I mean, I know it sounds like hype, but seriously, I mean, if that's not April Fresh, I don't know what is.
I guess it's not your fault that you're a pansy. You know what I blame? I blame television. When I was growing up, a TV mom used to wear a dress and high heels. She smelled good after doing housework. And when you came home, she met you at the front door with a pot roast and a look on her face that says, I don't care how you look. I don't care how much money you make. I don't even care if you're true to me or not. You're my man, and I will do everything to please you. And I don't want you to worry too much about my satisfaction, because that might just take away time from my pleasuring you. I don't know, maybe I was reading too much into it, but I think that's what it was about. I mean, what kind of role models are there for a boy on TV today? I mean, Paul Reiser and that yapping terrier of a woman? Murphy Brown? She's the only real man on that show. Roseanne, Brett, Helen. I mean, where's the estrogen?
That's interesting, Dad. Hey, do you think all that dishwater's gonna make my hands a little rough?
Son, you're not understanding me. Once you start down this road, there's no return. Women want a real man. You think you're ever gonna hear, "Take me, laundry boy"? Make a stand, son. Right here and right now. Not just for you and me, but for your entire generation. I can't do it for you. Matter of fact, I can't even watch. This is something between a boy and his parents. And as your father, I feel I'd just be in the way. Boy, just looking in that mirror in the bathroom and I saw some old guy looking back at me. Yeah, the lighting in that bathroom makes me look like an old man.
So does the lighting out here.
God, it was horrible. I haven't seen that many wrinkles on a face since the farewell episode of Designing Women. Oh, thank God I still have my hair.
Uh-huh.
What do you mean, uh-huh?
Nothing.
What's nothing?
Nothing is what's growing out of the back of your head.
I got plenty of hair on the back of my head.
I know you do, but let me check. Let's see.
All right. Well?
I don't know about you, but whew, I'm looking pretty good.
I guess it can get pretty lonely, huh, Dad?
Don't worry, son. It's not what you think it is. I was just looking for a contact lens in his lap there.
That's okay, Dad. I mean, I'm not one to judge. Sometimes when the dog rubs up against me, I rub back.
Gee, it sure is an honor to call you son.
But you'll be happy to know I made a stand, okay? I refused to do the wash. Mom looked at me like she's never looked at me before and said, "My little boy has finally become a man. Get out."
That's great. I'm proud of you. You made a stand and you stood up for men everywhere. You know, it's important that we men, we stand with each other and support each other. So, let me know where you end up.
Dad, I'm gonna live here with you.
Hey, this is not a shelter for runaways. This is my home here. I can't just take in every kid that shows up at my door with a problem.
Well, look, Dad, if you don't want me here, then, you know.
Oh, come on. Don't be so sensitive. It's just a first reaction. Lingering first reaction. Come on, this will be great. Don't worry about it. Give us a chance to bond. Say, maybe I should help you with your homework. I mean, if you applied yourself a little bit more, maybe you'd do better in school. Who knows? Maybe you're not stupid.
I'm not following you, Dad.
I guess there's really no point in doing homework. How about a cool drink?
Cool.
All right. Now, all I got is mustard and beer. But I'll tell you something. What with you being kicked out of the house by your mom and almost flunking out of school, I think you might be ready for your first sip of beer. I'll never forget the first beer I shared with my dad. Yeah, I'll never forget it. He was doing 80 down the expressway when he saw the red lights in his rearview mirror. He turned to me, handed me his beer, and he says, "Quick, kill this." Yeah, it was a memory that lasted the whole 6 months I was at the youth farm. Ah, Dad, I miss you.
Is he dead?
I don't know. Who the hell cares? The point is for us to savor this moment. All right. Now, you probably have to go to the bathroom right after, so don't be scared. Well, that was great! Now, that was called shotgunning, and you just did it naturally on your very first beer!
Who knows, Dad? Maybe we finally found something I'm good at, huh?
I think we did!
I don't think I've ever had a better time. I'm gonna go home now.
No! Son, you can't go now. Your mom's gonna cave in and come back for you any second. After all, you're her firstborn. Probably mine, too. But, you know, women are emotional. She'll come back here weeping, begging for her little boy to come home. What did I tell you? There she is now. Now, she's going to be very vulnerable, so only make her beg a little.
Here's the other one. Good luck.
What kind of a cruel joke is this, bringing me my own children?
Just think of it as a sperm refund. After all, you always said you wished you had it back.
What did you do, son?
I used the guest soaps in the bathroom. I'm a rebel too, you know.
That's my boy.
Yep, that's your boy. And this is your boy. And this is where they live now. Well, have a knee-slapping, knuckle-scraping, crotch-scratching good time. Bye, boys.
Are we gonna die?
Yes. But there's no sense tempting it by traveling on a commuter airline. Now, what I think we should do is just continue on as if everything's going to be okay. All right? Now, what would you be doing if you were at home right now?
Homework.
All right. Let's see if we can help the little guy out with his homework.
The process by which plants turn sunlight into food is...
Photosynthesis.
Look, Ross, you can make up any answer you want. But my advice to you is to go into class and sit next to an Asian kid.
What do you think, Dad? Should we give him a beer?
Nah, I only got 5 left, and I need to get to sleep tonight.
Hey, Dad, your toothbrush fell in the toilet.
That blue stuff is like fluoride. It won't hurt you.
So the kids are living here now, huh? And you didn't even ask me. I always thought if we were gonna live with children, they'd be ours.
The only way I'd have children with you is if you were a Playboy bunny.
You're not an easy man to love, are you? We're never going to Paris, are we, Jack? If they don't leave, what's to become of our life? It's Monday, you know? We're supposed to watch Casablanca tonight. If you don't throw your kids out, you'll regret it. Maybe not now, but soon, and for the rest of your life.
Well, we'll always have Paris.
No, we won't. We don't even have Van Nuys.
Daddy, tell me a story.
Yeah, Dad.
Me too.
Well, okay. Once there was a guy. He was almost 40. Now, that's important. He's not 40 yet. But he had no money, he lived in a hovel, and he was so demented that he could hear a stuffed bunny talking to him.
Dad, I'm 8. That's retarded.
I liked it, Dad.
I want a real bedtime story. Read me something.
Okay, fine. Let's see, drive-by shooting, drug bust, British ferry boat tragedy. All right. We'll call this one The Little Ferry Boat That Couldn't.
I'm starving. I want to go home.
Well, you can't go home now.
Yeah, but at least there's food there.
You whining sissies, you make me sick. We're men. We don't give up our principles just to eat. We give them up for the promise of sex, but not just for food. You are soldiers in the battle of the sexes. If you go home now and let a woman push you around while the whole world laughs at you, you might as well just be the President of the United States. Now, is that what you want?
No.
All right. Let's be men. Come on, guys. It's night in the city. And if we can't roll a drunk or score some loose change from the seats of an unlocked automobile, then we have no right to call ourselves Malloy. Let's move!
I never realized how quiet the house was without men.
Listen, that's the sound of no one belching.
Don't get used to it. The fondue has landed. Oh, I suppose I should take a stomach pill. And as long as I'm swallowing, an upper and a downer. This is what killed Belushi, you know.
Well, if it wasn't for that, it would have been Blues Brothers, too.
What do we really need men for anyway?
Well, I don't mean to say that men aren't occasionally useful. They just need training. They're a lot like wild horses. They need to be broken. And the women in this family have been real pioneers in the gelding of men.
Oh, yes, yes. I know I did my part with your grandfather. Like all young men, he was a bucking bronco who incidentally could rarely stay on for more than 8 seconds. But I digress. He was a real handful. Not in the literal sense, of course. But I found a way to take care of that. He was the first man to buy a box of tampons. It caused quite a stir. The other men in town burned a cross of flaming Kotex on our front lawn. That's why we had to move out of Cleveland.
That just seems so small now, Grandma. I mean, today guys buy tampons all the time.
Oh, but that's the challenge of every generation, honey. You know, to find tomorrow's tampon, if you will. Now, take your dad. He was like a fine racehorse who always finished first. Always. I tried everything to break him, and nothing worked until I finally got him into the delivery room the day that you were born. I told him what a beautiful experience it would be to witness the miracle of childbirth, to share with me the sheer joy and ecstasy of that moment. Oh, you should have seen him all pale and shaking, taking pictures of the afterbirth, thinking it was you. Boy, that was one ugly Christmas card. And you know, we have not been invited to a family reunion since. Since that day in the delivery room, your father was a broken man. And ever since then, he has been as meek and inoffensive as Sinbad.
I was so proud of you.
Oh, thank you, Mom. And now, it's up to my little girl to carry the torch of emasculation. What are you gonna make your man do, honey?
Oh, everything. And I'm not gonna let love get in the way. I am a fine bottle of wine. Only he who can afford me gets to sniff the cork.
Yes, sweetheart, but once the bottle is open, everyone at the table gets a taste. At least at the parties where I was hostess.
Well, you know, honey, I'm afraid that maybe we've given you the wrong impression. Now, once you are physically and emotionally ready, sex can be a beautiful experience. There's really nothing else in the world like it, I hear.
I don't know. I think I'd prefer the velvety touch of pearls around my neck, the snug fit of a 4-carat diamond around my finger, smooth silk stockings caressing my legs, the contours of the leather seats in my Rolls Royce firm against my taut young bottom, my hand resting on my bulging investment portfolio. Oh, stocks, diamonds, and pork bellies. Oh, my. Well, I think I'm gonna go take a bath now.
Now that girl has her head on straight.
That little witch may be on to something. I want a condo in Boca with a velvet touch of a Craftmatic automatic bed. I want a really nice Pontiac with cup holders. Faster, faster. This isn't working. The only thing that works for me are my blessed pills. Valium, lithium, and Prozac, oh my.
Everybody is so obsessed with sex. But you look at how little is left. Now, who could have thought 3 women could handle that much meat? Here's something special for my little baby boo. Yeah. Yeah, I know, it's cold and dry. Noble beasts such as dogs deserve better than this.
Cut it out, you crybabies. It's just a little food poisoning.
Mommy.
Oh, Mommy.
You hurl on me and I'll kill you.
Well, I think we proved our point. After all, we did get the women folk to come crawling back to us.
Dad, they picked us up at the emergency room, okay? We had food poisoning.
Still, technically, a win for us.
And these are the winner's aprons?
You know you have no future, right, son?
Dad, you're supposed to put the glasses in upside down.
I know. It seems small, but we're sowing the seeds of revolution.
Now, pass me a plate that's not dry yet.
Dad, it's too dangerous.
I'll give it to you, Dad.
That's the voice of the future talking, you punk.
What's all that talking in there?
Nothing.
Found it. Dear Unhappily Ever After, it's nice to see Elf back on the air. Although he looks very gray and sick and doesn't sound all that good either. Whatever happened to that nice family he used to live with? Wayne C., Muncie, Indiana. Dear Wayne, they moved to Indiana where they eat their neighbors. Pass the ketchup, Wayne. Mmm.